Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It has been a while. It's probably been a year, in fact. I have been a busy boy. I think looking at my last video, it wasn't until the beginning of 2021. I shot those videos at the end of January. This time I was like, nope. It is a priority of mine to start sharing my journey more on YouTube. I do it already on Instagram. You can check me out, Jamie C. Nicholas, at Jamie C. Nicholas, all one word. But I wanted to share with you not only what has been going on in the last 12 months, holy moly, a lot has changed. I have changed, and what I have learned in 2022 to get me to 100k per month. So where do we start? What an amazing year it has been for not only me but my business. I'm Disturbance Media. So number one is, as I said, who do I need to become to be a 100k per month business owner? The problems that I had back in 2021, if you go and watch that last video, were not the problems that I have now. You know, now I'm a business owner. I work on my business, not in my business. I am more of a conductor rather than a trumpet player in my band. That's how I best liken it. You have to become and you have to elevate as a human being. You have to prioritize your energy levels. You know, I'm shooting this in the morning because I know that I'm most energetic. I'm more inspired and I'm more kind of buoyant and more, you know, I'm a morning person. If anyone's watched any of the previous videos, you know, I do the miracle morning kind of 95% of the time, and those habits have really helped me elevate me as a human being, and as a process of that has allowed me to build a 7-figure business, and I quite often have, you know, 5-figure days whilst being in a hot tub. I build my business and, you know, I'm in the process of creating my own real estate specific course. Of anyone that wants to learn from me, how you can do that without these sexy lights. You can literally build it from your bed. I don't do any, you know, the only time I ever do meetings is from my bed, from a hotel room bed, and I pride myself on that. I like to stay comfortable. You don't need any of this stuff. Yes, it's great and it's a part of the journey, and this does help with self-image. You know, last year I was investing in, 2021 in fact, I was investing in like company branding, the light box on the back of my, yeah, it did go off. That kind of branding. So the person you need to become, and as you can probably see, I look completely different to the last person on that last video at the beginning of 2022, doing a review of 2021. I typically wear all black now. I travel first class. I try to eat well. I mean, I've got some terrible eating habits from being a child. And my health has taken a decline. However, this year, 2022, I'm going to be investing more in my health, and I've started that already. I've been going to see a personal trainer just to get back in the swing of things. As my bank balance is improved, so is my waistline. I can eat out. And of course, you know, you have to bear in mind that once you become a business owner, you have to start prioritizing your time. What you know, like doing the laundry and clean, like we have a cleaner now. Cleaning for me is not an income producing activity, so I have removed it from my daily schedule. I pay my girlfriend to wash up, to do the washing, to hang the washing, just so I can prioritize doing income producing activities, serving my clients, serving my community, and, you know, generating an income for me, my family, my loved ones. You know, that again is what has been it's allowed me to share. You know, I've paid for a friend. You know, I ran a competition on my Instagram. I experienced the Grove Hotel in Watford. It allowed me then to pay for somebody else to experience that. I think they're going in February of this year. I've been able to share with ex-girlfriends, for example, who have been pivotal on my journey. I've sent them, you know, money or gifts or whatever, because every single person and experience I am grateful for, and has allowed me to become this person that I am today. You know, like my style, for example, and my awareness of clothes comes from an ex-girlfriend. My spirituality, for example, and if I'm not sure if I've mentioned it in any previous videos, I used to study Kabbalah, and it gave me an awareness of the universe and, you know, cause and effect. And, you know, my life is intertwined with creating with the universe. And this is what I want to do in 2023, is give back and share what I have done, help other people elevate their life. And Kabbalah and sharing is like the ultimate greed, because I know it comes back to me tenfold. When you start to want for other people, you don't just want for yourself. If you just want for yourself, you get a cup that big. If you start wanting for other people, you open up that cup and you get an endless stream. Therefore, the universe gifts you with more things and stuff and, you know, money and energy to share. You are able then to give more. You get out of this scarcity mindset of that money is difficult to get, and like you go for a complete paradigm shift. I actively look for things to invest in myself, whether it be clothes. You know, the clothes maketh the man, for example. Invested in nice things and positive material anchors do have an effect on your self-image. You know, I can understand why people buy Rolex watches. I have a very different relationship, and as I said in my previous videos, get to 100k per month and not own a Rolex. Apple Watch gang for life. I'm a family man, you know, and this is what I really want to do is in 2023 show that I'm from the UK, I'm in my 40s, I have 2 children, and if I can do this, so can you. I'm no different from you. And to help shape your self-image, I advise you going to watch as many success stories of people that have done it, and just program yourself. If they can do it, so can I. If they can do it, so can I. I just need to learn what they know. Which leads me on to number 2, invest in a mentor. Now, I quite famously, and I'm kind of the poster boy in the UK for, and proudly so, it's a fantastic program for Agency Lab, run by Joel Kaplan. Like me, he gives a shit. He is a carer. And when you get somebody like that, hold them, you know, he's become like a friend. We talk to each other all the time on Instagram. Lots of people reach out to me and ask me, should you join Agency Lab? 100%. If you can afford it, you will not get a better comprehensive program on the market. Like I've invested over probably 50k in my personal development, and by far that is the best program I've experienced. Just from the community alone, the 100k per month calls that you get every Wednesday, you learn from people like me now, who's a 100k per month business owner, and you learn directly from them, and they are where you want to be. So you know, whether you're starting at 0, whether you are at 2 to 3k per month, the elevation that you need to go through to get to 100k per month, you cannot do it by yourself. So, you know, you can't do the ads, you can't do the service delivery. You have to, you know, become, like going back to number 1, a different person. You have to then become a manager of people, a leader of people. And this is what I'm learning at the moment. I'm trying to outsource things and paying people to solve that problem, rather than me solving the problem myself. So investing in yourself, you are never ever going to lose, whether it be supplements, whether it be a course. I'm in that mindset, and as I say, the first course I ever invested in wasn't great. You know, you can go and watch my interview. I'll link it down there with Joel. And I said, you know, even though the course itself just seemed like not a scam, but a great way of getting people to invest in a lot of programs, and therefore you get affiliate, you know, payments. But it didn't really teach you much. But the community was other people that knew how to run ads. I very quickly was like, I'm great at sales, you're great at running ads, let's get together. I then leveraged that person's skills. So I learned, you know, I don't need to necessarily, even I invested in a course, you don't necessarily need to pay to learn skills. Just go and find somebody that needs something from you and you need something from them, and it's fair exchange. But yeah, invest in a mentor. I am now in the process myself of wanting to help primarily Brits, you know, because SMMA Twitter, Money Twitter, SMMA Twitter, or YouTube, you see all of these young gurus that are in their 20s, flashing their Rolex in front of a Lamborghini in Dubai. That's just not me. I want to create not only a community, but other people that are maybe in their 30s, have 2 kids, been in a failed marriage. I am, you know, no different from you, and I want to show you that you can do this. So in 2023, I'm going to be kind of packaging my knowledge and putting it into a course. There's going to be mindset stuff, because that is just as important as the tangible stuff, because if you can't do things regularly, you're not going to be able to run a business. So invest in a mentor, and of course all of the gurus say that, so you think, oh, you want me to invest in your course, but I literally was at between 10, I was at 10k a month from January, and we had some I think between 10 and 20k, but we could not penetrate 20k until I invested in somebody in November of 2021. And then from 2021, I managed to get out of the 20k per month, and then from there very quickly scaled to 20 to 30k. Invested in Agency Lab in, I think, back in June, and then by June, October, we had our first 50k a month. November was 100k a month, and then December, I think we dropped off a little bit. I think we finished on around 70k a month. And now, you know, we've done a 15k week. We are now on track again to hit those numbers again. We are now running paid advertising, and we've got, you know, we're getting great client results. We are very, very busy. I think we've got over 100 clients now, which is fantastic. And again, I want to be different. If you go and look at any guru, including the ones that I have worked with, very rarely do they tell you where they got their education from. I don't want to be that person. I'll say, if you're looking for the most comprehensive course, and you know, it's not just about the course, it's like a whole ecosystem. And it is very comprehensive to the point that it can be overwhelming, like where does one start? And Joel's very good where he says, like, use it as a menu. You know, what's the problem you need to solve right now? To the point that I am now in Rise Mastermind. I've, you know, invested a lot of money in working with Joel and his team a lot more closely, and that's what I plan to do, because my goal is now to get to 250k per month. And I want to introduce a coaching arm, not only in my business, but I want to introduce a coaching arm to help other people like me. And number 3 is to become a person of value. Now, I have worked out, for you to get rich, you have to be valuable to other rich people. And then, you know, you become invaluable. You know, my inbox, I have multi-millionaires in my inbox. You know, not only Joel as my mentor, but also my real estate clients, billion-dollar agency owners. Very, very lucky. You know, and we've got 4 or 5 clients like that who are top of the game. And we are very, very lucky. So what I would advise anyone who's maybe at 2, 3, 4k, or maybe even at 0, and wants to know how you get to 100k, is to become a person of value. Be valuable to people. Find out what their problems are. Solve those problems. Be there for them. Be there when they pick up the phone. Sometimes when I'm picking my kids up from school, I am on the phone to said client, helping them walk through, you know, Facebook. If anyone's used Facebook support, goodness me, they love that, you know, because you help them do the most difficult parts of what they need to do to get where, you know. But of course, client results, you have to help generate them money. So you have to learn systems. I learn more from my clients than I do from any of my marketing courses, because I start to learn what their problems are. I start to improve our program by implementing what I've learned from specific clients. So that gives us a great community, you know, and that's what I really want to do in 2023 is bring a Facebook group where people can share with each other, and move to more of a consultancy and saying, look, I can give you access to these people that are, you know, billion-dollar agency owners, can help you get to where you want to go, almost like an agency lab for real estate. So that is the goal for 2023. I've booked out the first 5 months of the year to hit as many real estate conventions as possible. I've got not only am I shooting more content for YouTube, I'm going to be sharing my journey and maybe some vlogs. And I've paid for our media buyer to come out with me so we can, interview, we've got one of our successful clients going out there. So we're going to interview him. We're probably going to take him for lunch, maybe take him shopping, because he recommends us, to a lot of people. And, as I say, you become valuable to people and you do a good job, they will recommend you to people. I am in the process of, and there's been all sorts of difficulties trying to buy a Chanel bag for one of our clients in a different country, because if you buy it in the UK, they then get hit with a tax. If you then go to the US, then you still have to send to Canada, and again they get hit with a tax. If you are doing US to US, then somebody has to be there to sign for it. It's a right palaver. Anyway, I digress. Become a person of value, and you just have to solve rich people's problems, and they will pay you, well. And not only will they pay you well, they will recommend you to other people in their network who also have those same problems. That's how it works. So I have probably overspoken. This video is probably going to be 20 to 30 minutes long. So if you've stayed till this point, thank you so much. I'm going to be sharing more on this channel, so if you want to learn directly from me, if you want to see what I'm doing in the here and now, go and follow me on Instagram, Jamie C. Nicholas. And if you want to follow this channel, where I'm going to be sharing more about what I have learned, the problems that I am going through on a daily basis. As I say, I'm going to be sharing more about how you can change your life, the things that I have learned to inspire you to maybe take the steps that I have. Thank you so much. Have a fantastic 2023, and ciao for now.